This is Diana Lachiondo. Brian, I guess I'm sort of I'm putting this in a practical lens with what we have going on currently, and this issue of having a board member, having Russ physically in the room with people who want to watch, and knowing the folks who generally have been showing up. They have been showing up not wearing face coverings, and often for the purpose of disrupting the meeting. And so I guess, I'm sort of struggling because with our YouTube channel, we are now more open than we've ever been. And, you guys have heard me joke in the past, like we would get one person to come to our meeting before when it was on septic tank approvals. But it's been fantastic that we've had 500, 600 people watching online. And so I'm struggling with how do we balance that going forward? And quite frankly, from a liability perspective, even on our end, protecting our staff members, both, kind of really physically on multiple different levels, whether someone's there for the purpose of being just disrupting the meeting, if they're interested in causing physical harm, or now we have a highly contagious virus and people who really don't like masks and could be exposing one of our staff members. So this is a challenge, and you guys know this from the beginning of what the governor's emergency recommendations were. And I'm struggling as a board member trying to figure out how we're gonna rectify those things.
Sure. And I think that, to me, you still have all of the tools you need to control your meeting, right? You have the ability to require all attendees to wear masks, particularly since you actually have a mask order in effect, if I remember correctly. Number two, you have the ability to say, we're in a room that is this big, we can handle X number of board members and X number of the public to observe. Right. And then the other thing is, if people are disruptive, you can have them leave the meeting. Again, you only have the right to observe the meeting. You can, kick folks out that are disturbing the meeting. And I think that those are all things to keep in mind that you have. And it could be the sort of thing that, for a little while, maybe you need to meet with whatever the appropriate police entity would be for that to provide some additional security. And I know that every one of these decisions contains an overlay that you have to think about within government as to, what the image is that you're projecting and all of those things.